Unique style and sound that echoes the influences of his past, Brad Leali is one of the most notable saxophonists of current times. A native of Denver, Colorado, Brad was raised in the Baptist church. In addition to gospel music, he spent countless hours listening to the music his parents played: Coltrane, Cannonball, Bird, James Brown, Marvin Gaye, and Nancy Wilson. It's no wonder that at a very young age, he was able to combine gospel, jazz, and R&B into his playing. Joining him is Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Carla Helmbrecht, who began her love affair with music at the age of 8. By age 13, she was singing professionally and continued her musical studies through high school and college. Her first 2 solo recordings with Heart Music showcased a collection of jazz standards and originals, joined by a host of world-class musicians. One for My Baby quickly moved to a prominent position on Gavin's jazz chart, while Be Cool, Be Kind, 2001, debuted as the most added jazz record on radio in the nation, reached number 8 on Gavin Jazz Radio, and received 3 Grammy nominations. Join Tom and these wonderful artists as they discuss their mutual passion for music. Welcome to Songbird Sessions.
Hi, this is Tom Burkett with the Songbird Live, and we're going to do another episode of Songbird Sessions. So we have Brad Leali and Carla Helmbrecht here. They are a family unit, but on the other hand, he's living in North Texas, in Denton, and teaching in North Texas, and Carla is in San Francisco. And how they make that work, they'll have to explain it to you. It's something that blows my head. Anyway, welcome to the both of you. We're really excited that you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Pleasure to be here.
A little bit of an introduction. Brad, tell me if I got this right. You have played in the Count Basie Band. You recorded with the Count Basie Band. You got a Grammy with the Count Basie Band. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you also led,
Well, I was with Harry
Ray
Connick
Conniff.
Jr. for years.
Yeah, there you go. So you led the Ray Conniff Jr.'s band for, 4 years, something like that?
I was in Harry Connick Jr.'s band for 5 years. I was his musical director.
Yeah, Harry Connick Jr., yeah.
Harry Connick Jr.
And then you also go out with the Lyle Lovett Band. Is that correct?
I am a present member of the Leali Lovett and his large band. Yeah, I've been with them for about 14 years now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And Carla, you have been nominated for a Grammy twice. Is that correct?
It was twice for the same album, so I don't know. Does that count? 2 different categories.
I understand. Well, Brad and Carla have performed with us a couple of times as a combo. And then we had a festival a couple of years ago, and you brought the entire band. I think at that time you called it the Ten-Tet Band, the big band.
Right.
But you're bringing the Groove Tech Band. Is that right?
Right. It's the same band. It's 10 people plus Carla, featuring Carla. So I just like I like the name Groove Tech. We came up with that name. And plus the group, they groove anyways. That's
Because you're cool.
well, I wouldn't say
understand.
that. I wouldn't go that far.
I
We
would.
just, like we like to play music that grooves. That's
Yeah.
what we're about. We're not trying to create a science experiment, even though we could if we wanted to. But no, our music really is about swing. We want to groove. We want to connect with the people, and we just want to have a good time. That's what we're about.
Yeah. Well, I was knocked out about how good your band was, the big band. And so I think this is going to be a really great showcase for us.
Yeah.
And what a
It's a
wonderful
small
way to
big
showcase
band.
Carla. Because Carla,
And we're,
yeah, small big
Carla is
band, but
she's
still.
she's the show. Carla is the show. You should,
Yeah.
she really is.
Come on. Tom, have you ever had a band that size in your lovely place?
We had an 18-piece big band here
A real
about
big band.
4 or 5 times. And then we
Okay.
also had an orchestra here this last Christmas, and it was 16 pieces. And so So we can have that. I recently expanded the stage a little bit just for you, so that we can feature you still and you won't be hidden somewhere.
That's great.
Yeah. And so anyway, we're looking for a great time. In the past, we've had a really nice audience for big bands. I have to tell you a funny story. The very first time I was really always loved big bands, but I was always scared of them. I was scared that they would be too loud. And so a friend of mine played in a big band and he said, "Hey, just let us come and play." And anyway, so I advertised it and I got it didn't sell any tickets. And I mean, like 8 or 10 or so. And I was just, oh man, the band is gonna outsize the audience. And I was just terrified about that. But when it gets going, you have no choice, you're committed. And so we did the sound check and then I went over there to eat next door and thinking, man, I'm really going to be disappointed in this tiny orchestra. And next thing I know, they're over there, Tom, you got to put out some more chairs because the place is packed. So I don't know
Wow.
what to expect. But
That
That's
but anyway,
great.
I find that is a funny story, a happy ending, so to speak. I will say that if things go right and people will show up like I think they're going to, you guys are going to be such a treat. Carly, you're such an excellent vocalist. Excellent.
cute.
And I'll tell our audience that be prepared to fall in love with Carla because I mean, the whole package, just how you sing, the way you sing. And it's just in a room like this that is so intimate, how do they not fall in love with you? I don't know.
That's very touching. Thank you, Tom.
And then, Brad, man, just such a great player. I mean, he's a show unto himself, but then he's the ultimate accompanist, so whenever you start singing, you know, he just does this thing and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that is really special. I mean, Carla certainly is a wonderful talent, but she also knows how to communicate and to connect with an audience
Yeah.
because she doesn't put on a show. She's completely genuine. Like what you see here, you see that on and off the stage. Except when you get her mad, don't get her mad. And that may be that may be another picture in itself.
Carla, I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to that.
Either.
But yeah, even when we play, we do some things here in Denton. We have a standing residency at Steve's Wine Bar. We've been doing that for, wow, I would say at least 4 years now. The audience just falls in love with her. They
Yeah.
come just to see her, so it's really nice. Yeah.
It's always true that a vocalist has something that an instrumentalist doesn't have because the vocal and the words and all, they are by their nature entertainers. And we have somebody as beautiful as Carla and is just so genuine like Carla. Yeah, she's going to steal the show. You
We're
can get
used
over.
to it. We're
Yeah,
used to it.
yeah, I understand. Now, you do a lot of stuff in San Francisco. How do you do the back and forth between Texas and San Francisco?
I'll answer that and then I'll piggyback.
It works. We love both areas, and for me, my heart is in San Francisco, and I really enjoy all the work that I do here. And I love coming to Texas and doing the music there. Our kids are older, so it works for us, and
Mhm.
we get the best of both worlds, I think.
Uh-huh. Now,
Yeah.
both of y'all are such significant talents. Why aren't you doing the national scene all the time?
You tell us. That's a great question. No, it's like we have other responsibilities as well. If we could be on the road 24/7, we certainly would. But, I have a job, Carla has a job, and we're responsible in those ways. So we are fortunate enough to be able to we travel quite a bit together and our schedule is I think it's perfect for us, Yeah. It's perfect for the way our lives are going.
We have a lot of fun doing what we do,
Yeah,
don't we? Yeah.
That's
yeah,
great. That's
yeah.
great. Um, I have y'all made any CDs or recordings that the public can hear?
Yeah, we don't have one together yet. We're planning on going into the studio, but we certainly have our own individual projects.
Well, let's talk about the big band here a little bit. Carla, what do you get out of singing with a big band versus with a combo?
Ooh. I mean, they're such different animals, right? But what do we get out of it? I mean, just the feeling of standing in front of a large band and that energy behind you. Woo, there's nothing like it. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. And, even though it's still jazz and the solo parts are, obviously improv, but it's more predictable because you know how you're going to start the tune, how you're going to end
Right.
it, and when you're going to
Sure.
go where. So that's definitely different. But I would say most of all the energy. Yeah.
I see.
And I don't
Uh,
mean volume, Sure, there
yeah,
can be a lot of volume. It's just the energy. And then when you hear all the parts, it's really, really cool.
I'm not sure that our audience really understands that yet, that energy factor, but it is very real. Brett, in doing, because you obviously do the combo thing really well, but in doing the big band, talk to me about that.
Well, we have more bodies, of course, and we have so many different people with their different interpretations in terms of their improvisational output. So just that in itself is pretty outstanding to see how all the different people are going to approach how they improvise and how they share their voices with the audience. And with a larger ensemble, we have different colors that we can work with. We have two trumpets, we have two trombones, we had three saxophone players. And so there's just, in terms of orchestration, we have a lot of variables. We have a lot of variety. So that's a nice thing to do. And I love small group. I love both of them, but I don't have to work as hard in a larger ensemble. I can say,
Right.
okay, I don't feel like soloing. You got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Now,
so,
every one of your members of your band
mhm.
takes rides, don't they?
Yeah, we try to feature everyone. In fact, we don't
Good.
try, we do. So that's probably one of the things that I really, really enjoy everybody's personal contribution to the whole
Yeah.
package, even in the small
Uh-huh.
group as well. But with the large ensemble, you just have more opportunities, So different interpretations, as I said before. So it's really phenomenal to witness.
Here in Cleburne, there is something for everyone. With multiple museums, lots of restaurants, and plenty of shopping, you will have a weekend to remember. In Cleburne's downtown east, you have the multi-award-winning stage performances at the Plaza Theater at Dudley Hall, an old-fashioned root beer and candy store, 6 antique shopping stores, including the 3-story mall at Red Horse Antiques. Also, don't forget your very own Songbird Live, the best listening room in the DFW area. All this and much more only in Cleburne, Texas.
Carla, can you sum up the concerts for people who have no idea what to expect? Can you tell me what they
Oh,
can expect to hear?
wow. Well, be prepared to have fun. We have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of fun with the audience. And I think, well, you're going to hear all kinds of different tempos. We try to mix it up, but we do a lot of swing and a lot of different grooves. And one thing I love to hear, and I'd love to say this to anybody out in the audience who doesn't know what to expect, is almost every show, at least one person comes up to me and says, I didn't even know I liked jazz. That was really cool. If you're hesitant and you don't know what to, just show up and you'll love it.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I have found is the word jazz is misunderstood a lot. A lot of people, they don't really know what to expect from a jazz concert. And so that actually hinders people from coming out because they just don't know what to expect. I think our society, with the way our radio television world kind of, it's going more and more to the tribute bands, which are, so people know what to expect on that. And it kind of trains the listener to have this expectation, instead of just, man, I'm here to take in what you want to bring me, which there's so many great things, I don't know. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think that we don't necessarily think about that all the time, but you're exactly right. When you talk about jazz, you have so many different options, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, and I think that kind of goes into what Carla was saying, that people come up to her and they say, "Oh, wow, I didn't even
Yeah.
know I like jazz."
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it's really funny when they term it like that, and which is that's just the way life is. But I think what people can definitely be assured of is that if they come hear us play, they're going to have fun
Yeah. Yeah.
regardless. That's, and if they want to define, if we can define jazz, we're going to say fun. That's going to be our definition, because we think we've been doing this long enough that it's not just about us at all.
Yeah.
In fact,
Uh,
it's about our audience. It's about our people. We want people to leave our concerts feeling good. We want to take them on an experience that they will never forget. So I guess the best way to kind of define jazz with us, one of the ways I would say would be, we're going to have fun. We are going to include the audience. It's not just about us. Like I said, it's about the audience as well. In fact, I think sometimes it's more about the audience than it is about us, you know?
One of the things I tell people is you do like jazz, because if you look at all the movies that you hear that has jazz in it, you like that stuff. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
That's well said, Tom. Yeah.
Our perception of the world is actually shaped by so much of what we get off of the television and less amount the radio, I think. And I think because it's to the world that controls the music industry right now is really not musicians. It's, I call them suits, the
Hmm.
people who own the radio and TV world. Those are businessmen, and it's all about the money. And so I think that's one of the unique things about the Songbird is it's really all about it's not about the money for sure. It's all about the music. Anyway, and I bring in stuff I like. Why wouldn't I?
Right. Well, thank you for that, Tom. I mean, it's a labor of love, and we are very grateful that you support live music and live jazz. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
think I have to agree with Carl on that. I mean, we know that being an owner of any establishment that is sharing jazz or any music that may not be the most popular is something to be respected. And we certainly are very thankful for what you do for the community, not just for the arts, but for the community as well, because I think that's an honorable, extremely honorable thing that you're doing. And I'll say just for our world. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, as you know, all you can do is try. I will guarantee our audience. I mean, I've known Brad, I guess both of you really for 4 years, 5 years, something like that. Both of these people are excellent, excellent musicians. And every song they play is special. And I don't care if you say I don't like jazz. I'm telling you, you will like jazz. You will. You hear you hear them play, and you will love that. You can't help it. You can't help it. I'm talking about things I believe in very much. I mean, you listen to all the, pardon me, crap on the radio and stuff, and then you hear people like y'all just bringing the real thing and with such artistry. How do you not like that? I don't understand that.
Thank you.
Well, got to give it a chance. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, please come. The name of the band is Groove Tet, and it's going to feature Carla Helmbrecht. Once again, I guarantee you it's going to be wonderful. It'll be worth your time. I promise you that. If you say, man, it wasn't worth my time, you let me know and I'll refund your money. But that's a safe bet because you won't have any choice. You're going to fall in love with this band. Anyway, real quickly, Brad, tell me where the name Groove Tech came from.
Well, we believe in, Carla and I believe in grooving. We believe in sharing a type of feeling with the people, not only the people, with ourselves as well. Groove is like about the feel of the music, the tempo, what have you, but it's all about our general thinking of ourselves. We just like to groove with people. And so we call it the Groove Tet.
It's a date, March 21st, and we're going to do a meet and greet with you guys starting.
Right.
And we'll have part of the band, probably not all of the band will be there, but
Yeah.
then you guys will be there. Folks, these are some of the nicest people you're going to meet. And good Lord, some of the most talented people you'll ever meet. So, Brad, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Tom.
Carla, thank you for being here. Yeah. So I'm Tom Burkett, and this is Songbird Sessions. I'll see you there on March 21st. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for watching. For more info on our current show schedule, please visit songbirdlive.com. And for current updates, please check the Songbird Live Facebook page. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.